If someone would have told me 10 years ago that I'd be here at the Palladium, I just would have stared at him because I was on medication at that time. I'm finally getting the hang of your city. How about those bus drivers, huh? I chased a bus 3 blocks the other day. Finally, he opens the door, you know, and I get my coat out. And the underground, I'm on the platform and it's so loud. And I put my fingers in my ear and seem to have overestimated the number of my limbs. I put my finger in my ear, and this guy bumps my elbow, and it gets stuck in the eardrum, you know, and everyone's staring at me. So to save face, I go, I'm a little teapot, coat and stocking. I was able to leave with some dignity. Speaking of dignity, there's nothing like Amnesty International. The worst thing in the world is being locked up when you're innocent. Once I was driving down the highway, and I'm swerving all over because I'm trying to change the radio, you know. And just as I get the old one taken out, this police officer pulls me over. Well, I shouldn't make fun of his speech impediment. He says, can I see your license? So I hand him my wallet. He says, kindly remove it from the wallet. I thought, oh, great. And sure enough, the rubber snake pops up in my face, you know. He said, haven't I seen you on TV? I said, I don't know. You can't see through the other way. He says, walk a straight line. So I do. He said, you call that a straight line? Now you know how you can never think of a clever reply until after the guy's gone. I mean, I wished I had said, yeah. But I was nervous, and all I could think of to say was, well, Officer Pythagoras, the closest you could ever come to achieving a straight line would be by making an electroencephalogram of your own brain waves. I was under pressure, you know. Anyway, it takes me to the police station. They said, you get 1 phone call. So I call my house, and my sister answers. I thought, oh, great. I said, hello. I said, I need $1,000 for bail. She said, where am I going to get that money this time of night? I said, I don't know. Is the naval base still open? And they throw me in this cell. And I was scared. I'd never been locked up before without my family. And there's a real big guy in the cell smoking a cigarette. Now, I don't care how big someone is. When it comes to my health, I think of my body as a temple. Or at least as a relatively well-managed Presbyterian youth center, you know. I said, put that out. He says, no. So I flick it out of his mouth. He said, I'm going to mop the floor with your face. I said, you do and you'll be sorry. He said, why? I said, well, you won't be able to get into the corners, you know. And he comes at me. I prayed, Lord, if you rescue me, I'll go to church every Sunday for the rest of my life. Just then the guard comes to tell me my mom had posted bail and I was free to go. So I prayed, thanks anyway. And I got out of there. And you can help innocent people everywhere get out by supporting Amnesty International. Thank you and good night.
Sexuality. Wouldn't it be nice if you could give yourself a blowjob? Because be honest, only you understand your own body. Only the individual knows exactly what their individual body needs. It doesn't matter how good a relationship, a caring, monogamous, one-to-one relationship, lots of Marxism, very nice, but only you understand your own body. So every time, no, nearly, no, you got it, no, that's good, no, a little bit too much, no, oh, you're biting, no more, no, yes, that's it, that's perfect, no, you fuck, no, oh, fuck it, I'll do it myself. Women thinking, he's been down there half an hour and he still hasn't found it. Men thinking, found what? You men out there thinking, hang on a minute, am I wrong? Has he overstepped the mark here? He's talking about clitoris, isn't he? That's a bit fucking rude, isn't it? He's talking about clitoris. I don't want to hear about it. Come on, Doris, we don't want to hear about clitorises. You might find out you got one. Come on, let's go. The words are wrong. Sexuality is made, the reason the world is so messed up is because sex is made brutal, it's made a secret. Every effort to try and liberate is called leftyism, you know, it's brutal. All the words you learn are behind a bike shed. They mean nothing. Blow job. Blow job. I may not know much about sex, but I do know one thing. You're not supposed to blow. Watching your partner inflate before your very eyes. You come up for air, they shoot across the room like a balloon. We need new words. Words that describe the act. Words that give kids an idea what they're taking on. Suffocate job. What about sum it up, wouldn't it? Desperately try to be sensitive even though your neck's half broken job. You 15-year-olds pretending they've got it down the front there. Because it's very, very difficult. Creative sex is not easy. I don't care all the books and diagrams. You try and fit into them. If God had wanted us to have oral sex, he wouldn't have given us elbows. I know you're trying to be deeply sensitive to my every bodily need, but could you get your elbow out of my arsehole? I mean, sex is abusive. People use it for what they can get. It's outrageous. Maybe some of the heterosexual women in the audience will remember perhaps that first time and last that you allowed him to persuade you to do it for him. Oh, what a magical star-spangled night of romance that was. Oh, sorry. Do you promise you're thinking about me? Well, why'd you keep shouting Madonna then? And then slowly that realisation that only the individual understands her own body as this slightly larger, sweatier hand clamps on top of hers and takes over control of the shit bollocks. I'll make the tea, do it yourself. Because nobody understands. People should talk more. In a loving relationship, they should communicate. After sex, you should chat. You don't roll over and start farting. Oh, there's a ring of light, and I can see there's a fresher couple there. Broken that one up. You do that. You do that. You should listen to him. You bloody do that. You do. What? Fart, you. Women fart too. Remember that. Let's have cool politics, but let's be realistic. You should talk after sex. You should talk politics. Take the opportunity. Current affairs. I always chat current affairs after making love. Well, last time I can remember anyway. I think we were going through the Falklands War at the time. But even that tiny little bit of liberation, that tiny bit of sensitivity between two human beings is ruined by oral sex. Because it is extremely difficult to have an in-depth Marxist dialectic on the nature of international materialism when you've got a pubic hair stuck in the back of your throat. You can't shift it. You got any tea, love? I mean, you don't want to say, do you? Romantic evening, ending up by some sorry, love, you got loose pubes. You can't clear it, they come out your balls easy enough. Why can't you get them out the back of your neck? Actually, you know, funny old things, pubes. No, really. Funny old things. They're not happy where they are they? They like to get about a bit. Oh yeah, I'm not surprised starting a pair of sweaty old pants. Fuck this, I'm off. You know, sometimes I think what a strange job it is I do, you know? I just mimed a pubic hair to 2,000 people. My mum thinks I work in a bank. They get everywhere. There is no area of human life that the pubic hair has not colonised. Open a book, wallop, there's a pubic hair. Brand new copy of Trivial Pursuit, take off the cellophane, boom, pubic hair. The bar of soap-seeking pubic hair is a wonder of creation. How do they get it? You get a new bar of soap, put it on a basin, watch it, wait for the pube to form. I think they put them into the factory. What do you do? I work at Palmolive. I make soap, do you? No, I put the pubes in. Pays well, fucking hurts, but you know, got to go where the work is. Thatcher's Britain. Oh, politics, let's lever it in at the very end. No, there has been very little politics tonight because, of course, we've come together for a very good cause. But I think not to disappoint, I ought to say that there is a great deal to be respected about Mrs. Thatcher. No, she has a bad side, but she has a good side, and I think it's important that we should show her good side because she's a strong woman. She keeps her word. She never lies. Last general election, she said she would not touch the National Health Service. She kept her word. When she had a hand operation done, she did it in a private hospital. I respect that. On politics goes down like a turd in a water strike. Fair enough. Dear, oh dear, right to the independent. Love it. No, but she did. She had a very, very, very sore hand. You remember Mrs. Thatcher's hand? Oh. She had a sore hand. Oh. 4 million unemployed, but oh. Yeah, because the tendons were constricting. That's true, in her hand. The tendons were constricting and drawing in the fingers to form a claw. And the doctors tried to reverse this. They tried to undo what God has done. You cannot do it. First the claw, then the horns, then the forked tail. We can leave it in, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a long night. I'd like to thank you for coming. My name's Ben Elton. Good night.
Action broadcast.
Good evening. This Thursday, the nation faces a choice between Mr. Major, Mr. Kinnock, and